I'm showing you exactly how I've curated my calendar and the business model for profitability. So just some fun behind the scenes. Hello? I feel like I'm entering a different era of the business.
My name's on the same lineup as Fern Cotton.
Let's go. Good morning, everybody. It is a Monday morning, which means it's the start of a new week and the start of a new vlog. I have got to admit, it is currently 10 AM. I feel like I've lived a whole life on this Monday morning. I have been up very early. I went to a reformer Pilates class this morning. I did a phone fast this weekend. I've been listening to a really good audiobook, which actually one of our employees recommended. I'll show you what it is. I'm actually listening to it. It's called The Dose Effect, which is a book, but it's available in an audiobook. If you have Spotify Premium, it's actually free, and it's habits to boost your brain chemistry. So did a little phone fast this weekend. Actually had a cold shower this morning, which I feel a bit icky telling you guys, and I don't want you to immediately not read this book, but I feel good for it. I'm just trying all of the new things, trying some techniques that it says in this book. But I've got an interesting day. I did reformer Pilates this morning, and then I actually just had my therapy session, my weekly Monday morning therapy session. And I actually walked on my walking treadmill the whole time because I have got a 4.5 hour car journey today. I know. And so I wanted to get some steps in, make sure I'd move my body enough before I sit down and rot for 4.5 hours. And so I'm just waiting to see what my Whoop says, but this is how it's currently looking. It's just processing my hour-long walk during therapy. And so I'm just actually packing my little tech kit bag for a few days away. So I am going to Newcastle today because I am speaking tomorrow at an event called Atomicon. This is pretty cool full circle, to be honest, because I've seen Atomicon for a few years in a row, and it's actually a marketing conference. So this is actually the first non-accounting conference I've ever been to. It's definitely the first marketing conference I've ever spoken at. So like, it feels wild as someone who has like really made marketing such a core part of my job as the founder of the business to now be speaking at a marketing conference. Feels pretty wild, not gonna lie. So I'm just packing my tech bag with my laptop, and so let's do some packing for Atomicon. Okay, I am all packed, ready to go. I actually did loads and loads of meal prep yesterday, like more than I normally would, to make sure James has got food to eat while I'm away. All of the laundry has been done, which is always the sign of a good week to come, is being on top of the laundry. And I'm just gonna have some food before I go. Some eggs, I think, and then just make sure James is prepped, and then I'm gonna pack some snacks to take with me so I don't eat on the way. So let's go. I've just filled up with fuel. 4.5 hours. Important note to mention as well is I'm literally doing 4.5 hours straight to the hotel, and then as soon as I get there I'm doing BBC Radio live. I do a Monday afternoon slot on BBC Radio, so I've had to like plan my journey around being there for that. I thought you might also like to see my snacks for the ride. Hello? Got a banana, and then I was just going to get one, but these were 2 for £4. These are the best, tastiest. You can't believe it's a protein bar because it definitely tastes like a chocolate bar. Protein bar. And then I got some gum. Oh, I've just realised I haven't got my Invisalign. No, I'm not going back. I can't do it. I can't go back. Alright, 4.5 hours. Definitely not going to last 4.5 hours without a wee, but I've got my audiobook on. I've got a couple of phone calls to take with the team and with James. Little baby board meetings in the car. Got my emotional support water bowl. Let's go. It is mad that now you're going to be doing 2 house sales at the same time.
It's fine. It's all fun.
Do you rent your house?
Yes, we do.
So this is your first time going through the process?
Yeah. When James first passed it over and he was like, can you ask them to action the house sale? I was like,
Googling how to sell a house. One has been empty for a while, and then the other one, the one that we agreed to sale on this morning, actually has tenants in. Our priority is obviously the offboarding of the tenants and making sure they're okay, because we've got it's a family in that house, so we're just making sure that they're okay. And obviously we've been like communicating transparently with them the whole time, but it's yeah, it's crazy. And we've made a big profit on one and a loss on the other, and yeah, mad. And they're both on the same road. I don't know if you've seen the addresses. We call them our monopoly houses because they're on the same road. They've obviously both been up for sale the same amount of time, but yeah, agreed a sale on the second one today. So I'm sure James will really. That was the longest drive of my life. That was literally 5 hours. But I feel like normally when we do long car trips, I'm like with James, which just makes it way more interesting and like enjoyable. It's so boring. Anyway, I've got half an hour until BBC Radio, so just gonna run inside the remnants of my snacks. Anyway, need to get in, do BBC Radio, and then we can explore Newcastle. I'm also semi-embarrassed to say this, but the reason I was so excited to come to Newcastle is because I love Geordie Shore. I love Geordie Shore so much. And I don't drink. I'm a sober girly, but I just love watching Geordie Shore so much. I feel like it's because it reaffirms my decision not to drink alcohol. But yeah, massive Geordie Shore fan, so very excited to be in Newcastle. So let's go check in. Alrighty, so all checked in, just emailed the BBC to just see what the plan is for my slot this afternoon. Normally they give me some little topics to talk about, so I've just emailed them to see if I can prep, and then I'm gonna go to the gym, I think. Not that I need to go to the gym because I've done reformer Pilates and a big walk today, but I've just been sat in the car for that long. I feel like the easiest thing in the world is to just rot. That's not what we do. And I've got to avoid the after parties somehow. I'm literally supposed to be at an after party in an hour. I would not be doing that. Okay, cool. So we've got a little tea selection, which is very cute. There's different types of tea, which is good. I'm definitely on my herbal tea era, so I'm very happy about this. And then we've got this big goodie bag. What have we got? Oh, did I ever think my name and my face would be next to Fern Cotton? No, I did not. This is a yearbook. Also, so many people on here are clients as well, which is just crazy. Wow. Ooh. Whoop, whoop. See, and I was worried that I wasn't wearing pink, but now I've got this. I think it's supposed to be me. Is it creepy? Is it nice? Not sure. We'll leave that there. Gifting people books is an absolute elite way of gifting. I love gifting people books, so we love book. Oh my goodness, there are so many things in here. To Rachel, just wanted to send a massive thank you for being part of Atomicon this year. We are genuinely buzzing to have you on board and can't wait for you to share your insights with our community. Get ready for a day packed with connections, inspiration, and a whole lot of good vibes. Really hope you have an absolutely brilliant time. See you there. Chocolate, face mask. This big one, what's this? Oh my goodness. This is so funny. This is Constant Contact, which is, I need to send Tamsin a photo of this. This is Constant Contact, and we were actually opposite these people at Accountex this year. So we ended up, obviously when you exhibit at a conference, it's just another planet, and it takes a village to get you through. And we were helping them set their stand up, and just really nice. Okay, giant chocolate buttons. Another face mask. Oh, lots of bath salts. A lip balm. I bloody love lip balm. What a gift bag. That's crazy. I did just drop into conversation that I'm not wearing pink tomorrow. I'm wearing pink-ish. I am wearing pink trainers with my outfit, and obviously we'll now be wearing this, so we're fine. I'm in my pink-ish era. I don't want to drop a bombshell on my YouTube channel on a random Monday afternoon, but I'm in my pink-ish era. I'm trying to, you know, be a bit more stylish. I am the columnist for Stylist magazine, and so I want to be pink-ish rather than just, I don't ever want it to feel like a character, if that makes sense, because it is very much who I am. I just love the colour pink, and so I kind of want to just wear what feels right for me rather than treating it as a uniform. I don't know if that makes sense, and that might be a big statement to drop on a Monday afternoon, but yeah, I just always want it to feel authentic to me, and I feel like I'm definitely now entering a different era of the business, and so I think pinkish is the new vibe. Also, and this is important for the business owners, I do get a lot of comments that think that we only work with women. I know the word accountant she has my pronoun in because I am female, but it's only because I am female, not because we only work with females. But I just love the name too much. It's not going to change, so I don't know how to explicitly make it inclusive other than change my Instagram handle, which I'm not going to do. James just texted saying, Blue is now scared to eat. Something spooked him earlier and now he doesn't like his food bowl. That's good. Okay, I've got half an hour until BBC, so I'm actually gonna get my head down, do some tippy-tappying on my lippy laptop, and then I'm gonna work out if I find this, I think I find it a bit creepy. I mean, I've never had a doll of myself before. I feel like it's supposed to wobble like a bobblehead, but it's not actually wobbling, which is, I think I don't like it. Okay, so I've been doing lots of head down deep focus work, and I'm gonna set a little timer for like 3 to 5 minutes, probably 5, to actually go on TikTok, not to doom scroll, but to actually find some nice things that I want to do tonight while I'm in Newcastle. I can't decide if I just want to have a bath, get some room service and chill, or if I want to like explore the city a little bit, because I'm literally going home tomorrow, so we'll see. Depends what goods TikTok delivers. But I wanted to just chat really quickly about how I try and like manage my life, the business, when weeks look chaotic. This is a very chaotic week. I am out of the business for 3 full days coming to this event, and something that I find that lots of business owners really struggle with is profitability. So hear me out. I hear so many people, like, I'm in all of the Facebook groups for like other accountants, business owners, bookkeepers. I hear so many people asking like, what do you charge for this? What's your fee for this? And I so rarely actually see people saying, how much profit do you make on this job? How much profit do you make on this? And our accounting firm is going to be 5 years old this year, which is crazy, and it's something that I am so proud of. Like, we have been profitable for 5 solid years. We are completely bootstrapped. Like, all of the scaling that you've seen has come from our own growth and our own profit. And I think something that's really important as a founder is to really, really double down on profit at all times and have like actual profitability strategy. If you're a product-based business, if you're a service-based business, it does not matter. You have to operate your entire business model around making a profit. So I want you to know, if you're making these little bobbleheads, how much do you have to charge on them to make a profit? Not only how much you have to charge on them to make a profit, but also like how many do you need to sell in order to meet your personal goals as a founder. So like every single year that we have run this business, we have done 2 things in mind. The first thing is a quality of life audit. That's where we are reflecting on our personal quality of life, and we are setting goals for how we want that to grow with us, grow with the business, and how the business needs to grow in order to meet those needs. The second thing that we have done is we have implemented what I now call the profitability playbook on every single service line and every single job. This means no member of staff in my business starts work on a client before knowing exactly how long that task needs to take them in order for them to make a profit. And this month I actually packaged this up to sell to other accountants and bookkeepers, because I get asked so many questions about how to structure a job, how to structure a business, how to structure specific products and services in order to make sure that that serves you now, but it also serves you in 5 years' time when you've got 20 members of staff. And I think this is something that's so important, is like your end goal, and the reason we start with the quality of life audit, that end goal is where you need to price for at the beginning. Like, from the beginning of our business, we knew we wanted to scale it. We knew we wanted to be parents, we knew we wanted flexibility and a very profitable business from day one, but we knew that we wanted a team. We knew that that came with overheads, that came with office costs, that came with all of these things. And so from the word go, we were structuring the inside of our business to not only operate without us, but to be profitable without us. And so as I go through this week, I really want to show you how even in the weeks like this week when I've got a chaotic diary, I still know that every single hour of time that the 20 full-time members of staff I've got in Strivex and the 3 team members I have within Accountant She, how I know they are profitable with every hour of their time, and how I know that I am profitable too. A really easy quick tick, so I'm just going through my diary for the week. I see so many founders just working absolutely flat out. I did a webinar on Friday with our clients, which was all about forecasting, and I see with every single like monthly webinar we do, all of our clients like building webinar to webinar, strategy to strategy, compounding, implementing into their own business. And I see so many people, they join us as clients in the firm, or if you are a practice owner and you're a bookkeeper, you're consuming the resources, you're on the podcast mailing list, you're downloading the Profitability Playbook. I see so many people just working absolutely flat out, either not sure if they're making money or absolutely confident and knowledgeable in the fact that they are not making money, or enough money to actually rival being self-employed or employed in the first place. And so this week I'm showing you exactly how I've curated my calendar and the business model within the team for profitability first. And so the first thing that I implemented as part of this is really deep reflection into how you are spending your time. As the founder of the business, this is going to feel like the hardest thing in the world to do, but at the end of every single week, I'm just reading it off here because I have this prompt in my diary. At the end of every week, I want you to ask yourself, how did the business feel? Did you feel stretched? Did you feel like you had clarity? Did you feel like you were really proud of the business that you're building? And so it's really important here to tie that back to intentional planning and proper pricing. Intentional planning and proper pricing. I'm talking about the quality of life audit and the profitability playbook. And these are the two resources that I continuously run again and run again in the business. So come with me. I really just wanted to spend some time setting the scene for this week, because these are the weeks that normally I think other practice owners, if they had to block out 3 days to come to a speaking gig, the rest of their business, the rest of the practice would grind to a halt. You'd be at these events wondering if you're making money. And I've just built a dashboard that means I know I am, and I've built systems and processes, which is what the profitability playbook is for other accountants and bookkeepers, service line by service line, to understand if you are making money on a job, and if you're not, why not, where is the capacity problem, and how much should you be charging in order to make that profit. So I'm gonna have a 5-minute scroll on TikTok to see what Newcastle has to offer, and I'll be back. Just had the most wholesome evening. I mentioned earlier quite a few of our clients are on the lineup and just visiting Atomicon, which is so fun because I feel like I'm so used to doing accounting things, like accounting conferences and stuff. Yeah, so many of our clients are here, and so I actually just Instagram DM'd one of our clients to be like, I'm about to go for dinner on my own. Are you around? And we went for dinner, and then her husband joined us afterwards, and we were just putting the world to rights, and they've gone off to the pre-parties. There are so many parties around this event. There was a pre-pre-pre-party, a pre-pre-party, and then a pre-party, and there were 3 parties that I was not going to. I feel like I speak about this quite a bit on my YouTube channel about not going to after parties or pre-parties, and I've just never ever done it, and I feel like I don't want to be that guy that's like, oh, I'm just so much more productive the next day, but also I'm just so much more productive the next day. This downtime is my happy place. This is where I recharge to just do a good job tomorrow. So we went to a lovely Greek restaurant. I had 2 lemonades, maybe 3 lemonades. And yeah, now I'm just gonna get in my jammies. I am actually rewatching The Handmaid's Tale from the beginning. So just gonna watch some TV and then go to bed. So I'll see you guys in the morning as we get ready for Atomicon. It's gym time. It is 6 AM. I'll go and do an hour-long shreddy workout in the gym. So let's go. So I'm dressed, ready to go, but I need to film a reel to post today, and so I've just sat and scripted it. Which isn't doing particularly good things for my phone fasting, but she's got bills to pay, so I'm just going to plug in all of my mics, film a reel, and then we'll catch up. No loopholes, no tricks. This is what having a great accountant looks like. Okay, so that's that recorded. I got ready while I was on FaceTime to James. I'm actually leaving my laptop here, and then I am just getting a nice light bag for the day, packed. I'm gonna get breakfast, and I'm gonna try and edit that reel while I am having my brekkie. Again, this book I was reading yesterday was talking a lot about phone fasting, which I mentioned, so I've been doing a lot of phone fasting. I'm just making really intentional choices between I could have sat and text James this morning, but I actually just FaceTimed him instead, and just having a conversation with people is obviously just way more impactful and meaningful than sending them a text being morning, love you. So did that. And then it also spoke a lot about waiting 90 minutes before you have your first coffee of the day, which I did yesterday. and I don't know if I felt different, but I'll definitely keep trying it. And again, I went to the gym this morning, so I've been up for 3 hours. It's 20 to 9. Yeah, I've been up for 3 hours, so I'm gonna go and have coffee, a little bit of breakfast, and then I'm gonna go off to the event. I think I'll be there probably like within half an hour of it starting, which is good. So let's go. Alrighty, I've had my breakfast, had my coffee, I'm on a 6-minute walk over to the venue. I just edited and posted the reel, so that's just gone live. Interested to see how that one forms. I feel like it's high value, but maybe not as like clickbaity as some other ones. Sorry, I'm trying to like not get lost at the same time as talking to you. So interested to see how that one forms. And just had a little vision board moment where I realised I was sat having breakfast and my name's on the same lineup as Fern Cotton. So let's go. This guy is in joggers and a hoodie, makeup off, sunglasses on, car keys in my hand 40 minutes after I finished speaking. 40 minutes. I am supposed to be staying over tonight. I'm supposed to be going to an after party. Guess what? I'm not going. I'm not going. You can't make me. You can't catch me. Ain't gonna catch me. I'm just an introvert who chooses a night in my own bed with my husband over anything else. If I travel home tonight, I actually have the entire day blocked out tomorrow because I'm supposed to be here. So that means a day doing like deep focus tippy tappy stuff, which is really cool. Speaking gig was great. There were loads of accountants in the room, which blew my mind. Like accountants, bookkeepers, people who were there to like get better at marketing. And yeah, it was incredible. My talk was on like systems, processes, how to remove yourself from the day-to-day running of the firm, even if you are the face of it, which is obviously my target audience. But yeah, it was absolutely brilliant. Really good fun to do an event that wasn't an accounting event either. So I'm just gonna do my final run around the room, make sure I've like packed all my tech. I did manage to pick up some snacks through the course of today. They're not particularly healthy though, so I feel like I might end up stopping to just grab even just some fruit. I need some. I feel like when you've been in the aircon all day, you need like vitamins and nutrients in your body. So just gonna do a sweet and then we'll get on the road. I've got a 5-hour drive home. Hi, it's 4 hours later. It is 8:45 and I'm stopping for dinner. I definitely thought I'd be stopping earlier than this, but I just was driving and just thought I'm not going to stop unless I absolutely have to. Like I'm obviously very hungry, but I was like, I just want to see how far I can get because I was very aware of feeling tired and I was like, as long as I feel awake, I'm not going to stop. So it's 8:45, which is obviously way too late to be eating dinner. So now I do actually need to stop. So I'm gonna just go and have a wee, get some food. I've stopped at a services where they've got a Leon so I can get some nice food. Some McDonald's. Some McDonald's. And I know I don't need a McDonald's, but I want one. But no, Rachel, be good. Be good. I'm gonna go get some food. I will catch up with you guys in a bit. Guys, I deserve an award for getting a Leon because the Leon was next to the McDonald's. So, yep. Anyway, I'm just gonna sit in my car and rot and eat this and know when I tell you I literally have tomorrow blocked out of my diary because I was supposed to travel home tomorrow. I have a meeting free day that is completely blocked out of my diary, so it's worth it. I can get a Leon, not a McDonald's. Okay, gonna sit and rot. Oh my god, I haven't told you. I have not told you. This is the most exciting thing that happened to me all day. I was at this conference literally 60 seconds before I'm about to go on stage. One of my team members sends me a message. She just got engaged. So on my last little sprint of the drive home, I'm gonna give her a ring and be like, tell me everything. Yeah, it's mad. I don't even know if she's on annual leave or if he just proposed on a random Tuesday. I have absolutely no idea, but I'm gonna find out. Right, gonna eat my Leon. I will chat to you guys in the morning. Good morning. This is my current view. I am at my standing desk. She's having her breakfast at her desk because it is a glamorous life. I am just about to go into a Strivex board meeting. So we have monthly board meetings, which won't surprise anyone. We're obviously checking in on data continuously, absolute minimum every 7 days. And outside of that, we do monthly board meetings. And again, I want to talk a lot about profitability as we're going through this vlog. And so come into the board meeting and I'll show you exactly how we keep tabs on this as we go through every single board meeting. Yeah, wasn't one of the action points of last month's board meeting that Emma was going to take that away and work out how to flatten it? So that was our May board meeting, and I wanted to just really run you through exactly how we have scaled with profits in mind. I don't know about you guys, but when I first became self-employed, I joined loads of like Facebook groups and communities where there were other accountants, and if you're not an accountant, it will just be other business owners, where people can ask each other questions. And I see all of the time people asking like, how much do you charge for this? Or like, how long would this job take you? And I never see people saying, how much money should I expect to make on this job? Like, what's the profit? I wanted to talk quickly about the profitability playbook, because one of the big things in this board meeting, we go through the StriveX numbers and accountant sheet numbers. We actually run a combined profit and loss, which shows all of them together to show our combined income, combined turnover, and combined profit, because that's what pays the bills. And yeah, we had a big month in May in accountant sheet, and that's because we launched the profitability playbook. The profitability playbook is a course that I basically built after chatting to loads of accountants and bookkeepers to really understand that so many people price. They go through like pricing challenges, and maybe they've listened to my podcast episodes on pricing, but they're actually not pricing with their business model, their scalability, all of these things in mind. And so it gets you to stop guessing with profit. I basically built the tools to help you to understand and have explicit clarity before you start a job, how much profit you're going to make on the job, if the fee is right, the hourly rates of every single person involved, and the best bit, which is if it's you on your own or you've got a team, it tells you, in order to make that profit, how much time in hours you or your team member should be spending on that job, and step by step for bookkeeping, VAT, corporation tax, account, CIS, like every service line, how much time and what workflow they should be following with timestamps in order to deliver service at that level. So it gives you service line breakdowns. So for every service line, what is the blueprint for delivering this in a profitable way? So each service line is broken down element by element of delivering that job, which will help you map out the inside of your practice. You can then self-pace your way through the tutorials, which are on-demand access. You have lifetime access to these videos, which help you and your team work out how to make profit on every job. Then there is the actual profitability playbook, which is a spreadsheet on steroids, which I built, which gives you the blueprint to delivering every service line with confidence that you are making great money. So as I go through all of this content, I'm also like teaching you real examples of how we do this in our firm. You also get access to 4 bonus podcast episodes which teach you how to price with what you've learned in mind. So just some fun behind the scenes. So this is what you can actually see inside Teachable. This is actually the full curriculum of everything that is included inside the profitability playbook. It goes all of the way down here. And so I actually just wanted to show you exactly what's included, because when I tell you that my full-time job for accountants and bookkeepers is actually just making the stuff that I wish I had access to, that I've basically had to learn the hard way, that's my full-time job. So much of my life now at like board level as a practice owner is built based on profit, because that's why I come to work, is to make profit. And yeah, just speak to so many business owners, so many accountants, so many bookkeepers who run their business either just looking at turnover, which doesn't pay your mortgage, or actually go through all of like the pricing tools, but then really don't tie it back to profit and then get confused. And again, if you are scaling a firm, it can really help you to understand how to like take on team members in a way that feels really good for everyone as well. So I am now actually just about to go on and deliver a webinar for the CPD store on how to run a profitable practice, and we're talking about portfolio sizes. So I will catch up with you guys in an hour. Hi, I have come into the office for some lunch, and we are making a TikTok. So I thought you guys might like to see behind the scenes. I'm actually just getting my sunglasses as a little prop for the TikTok. So come and see behind the scenes of us making a TikTok on lunch.
Okay, so butcher, baker, home and the family maker, schoolgirl, bed, leg teams and hand stuff and single woman. Okay?
Yeah, you watch it and do it.
You don't have to.
Oh, it's like this, like that.
Yeah.
I'm just checking.
Turn. Cross your leg. Nice. Perfect. That's it. Action.
We are going to play mini golf for Emma's 4 years.
3 years. Yes, so Emma's been with us for 3 years this month as part of our like service award package. We pay for everyone to come out and do a little activity, and Emma, definitely Emma, not James, chose to do golf. So we're going to play mini golf. You said this is the best mini golf you've ever been to?
It's up there, yeah.
Yeah. And James is a mini golf connoisseur, so we're going to go and play mini golf. So we parked up at golf. I'm just putting my jacket in the car because it's actually quite warm. I actually had an ice lolly and we've just bought everyone a round of drinks to celebrate Emma's 3-year anniversary, which is hilarious because Emma actually isn't here yet. But yeah, we're celebrating Emma's 3-year anniversary. Just had a round of drinks and now I'm gonna go and play some golf. We're currently deciding how to split the teams. We need to split into 2 teams because there's too many of us. And we actually have 2 kids coming, 2 daughters of parents at Strivex, and so I think we're gonna make the kids team captains and get them to pick their team. So let's go. Here she is, late to her own party. Isla's got something for you. Oh, yay! Slick Rick here, just clearing my inbox. Just wanted to come on and close off the vlog and just say a massive thank you, guys. I feel like we work very, very hard behind the scenes on YouTube content, and I feel like you guys in the comment section, in the DMs, just like really appreciate it. And I feel like YouTube is a very special place. I watch a lot of content and I watch a lot of people say things like, oh, YouTube is my favorite platform and I feel really close to you guys, and it is 100% true. For me, I feel like the relationship that you get with people when you feel like you're spending time with them in long form is just completely unmatched. I really, really wanted to specifically overshare on profitability. Lots of people have questions based on everything that I've spoken about today, and so I've mentioned it quite a few times, but the Profitability Playbook is now live. This is an on-demand course and downloadable workbooks and playbooks for you to implement into your business, teaching you how to make sure you are making profit before you start every single job. So there's a link right here to do it, and I might be able to persuade Tamsin to put a special YouTube discount code in the description to this video if she lets me. Not sure, we'll see. I've said it on YouTube, so now she has to agree with me. The biggest thank you, and as always, if you enjoyed this video, I'll pick an extra special video that I think you'll also like here, and a whole playlist of videos that I think you'll love here. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today, and I hope to see you again very soon.